I've had a wildly ambitious idea of having a second PC specifically for rendering out videos, After Effects animations, and also streaming. For those of you who don't know, I've got a gaming channel, and what I tend to do when I'm recording my videos is I hook up my gaming PC, which is this guy over here, to my MacBook, which is fine. When you're using a capture card, something like the Elgato 4K-X, which is what I typically use, the quality is great. But MacBooks are not made for live streaming, as I'm sure anybody who's tried it already knows. So Corsair were kind enough to send me out this guy right here, the iCUE Link Titan 2 360. This is an upgrade from the previous version, which means I get an opportunity to upgrade the one that's in that machine there. So this is the Titan 2. It's basically an upgrade in every single way. The pump is a little bit smoother, a little bit quieter. The radiator has been improved. The fans are now the RX2 fans, so they're a little bit smoother. They've got magnetic bearings, and there's no like individual connectors for this bit. It should, I'm hoping, just slide straight into the 4000D case. However, because I'm upgrading the main rig with this guy right here, I'm gonna need to start putting together a rig specifically for the streaming PC or the rendering PC. I'm also going to be using it for like AI stuff as well. So it's like an AI, it's essentially an all-in-one PC that I'm going to be building that is not an all-in-one because it's going to work with it. We need to think of a name for it. I call this PC Apollo, but the question is, what do we call the new one? This series, building the second PC, it's going to showcase putting all the parts together, showcase how to combine the two PCs for rendering, video editing, etc., and live streaming. And I want this to kind of be like an ongoing project where we just use that as a catalyst to be able to show some really cool dual PC stuff. So I've had this set in my living room for about 3 months now, and I haven't had any other PC parts to put in it. So we're going to swap out the AIO in the old PC, which I'll show you that process because I don't know if it's going to be complicated. And then we're going to unbox this guy right here, which is the 4500X. It is a absolutely gorgeous case. And then we need to start thinking about some other options for parts and stuff like that. If you want to buy any Corsair or Elgato stuff, whatever, use code HERO, saves you some money. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it's going to be relatively straightforward, seeing as we already have the original installed. We can access to this, and then again, the really cool thing about the 4000D case is we can get immediate access to the radiator. And because this case is made for this rad, the screws are just all up top, ready to be disconnected. So I think it may be an idea to take the CPU cooler off first, because that is just going to dangle straight down. And I assume these modules work with the new version as well, so you can still get that LCD screen, but the new one does look pretty damn good. Kind of looks like the Xenion Edge, but smaller. This would be a lot easier if I was doing this while it was laying down flat. I think it's the first time I've ever done a little PC teardown / customization on this channel. I spoke about this cooler when I first installed it, but I don't think I've ever actually... Oh my God, why are you so tight? That's what she said. I need a different screwdriver. There we go. Oh, yeah, how do we get this out before... This is the great thing about the whole iCUE Link stuff, right? So we only have actually 4 elements that we need to plug into the Titan 2, and I assume they're all in the same place. We have these 2 little cables that just go into the side. We have this little cable here. It goes near the top. Then we have this one right here, which connects to all the other fans. So I don't have to change anything else in this build, really, unless I wanted to. I have a fly on my GPU. Please go away. Now, typically, you would put a little bit of thermal paste and all that on here, but with these guys, it comes with thermal paste pre-applied, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. Now, I assume this is an AMD fitting, just straight off the rip. Ooh. Oh, shit, clean. So these are all for the iCUE Link stuff. You have the alternate bracket as well. And I'm pretty sure for anybody who doesn't already have them, we've got some more screws, so I'm going to be needing those. And then there's the customizable brackets right here. This is the iCUE Link hub. So this goes on the back of your device, and then you just plug in your power, your USB, TAC, all that good stuff straight into here. And it saves you having to mess around with the fans and such like in the future. This actually looks like a newer version to the one that I have. So I don't know if this is gonna work with the old version. I may have to swap them around. Okay, so we've got this little connector going in here. That'll just sit above the fans themselves. Squeeze you in, make way, coming through. Then we have the iCUE cable going from here. Might be an idea to plug this in first, actually. It's a little bit tight. There we go, perfect. Now that should slot into place. Like so, and we've got 2 cables there, lovely. Oh, the screws are magnetized as well. There's the little details. All right, I think we are done. So we've got both connectors either side already plugged in. We've got this one here, which plugs into those fans. So it's kind of like daisy chaining, but better. All these fans going through one cable into this, and then we've got this fan going up into it as well. And then all of those connect to the iCUE Link hub, this guy right here. Let's take you off. Little tip for when you're doing this, don't tighten them fully all the way. Just a couple of turns to lock them into place while you have that flexibility. And then you can go in. Makes life a lot easier doing it this way, actually. Cool. Now at the rear of the PC, you can see the CPU bracket is mounted there. It's sat nicely. We're gonna grab this guy over here. We've got little feet just at the bottom, slide in like so. Now the old one actually broke off while I was trying to pull it, and that's just because the adhesive was so strong. Put it back together. Should still work okay, I assume. That's the old version, and then we have the new one here, which has got a slightly different power cable, I think. So let's pop you in place. Now my concern is the new version of the Link hub, is that going to be compatible with the older version of the fans that I still have on here? Oh, it's magnetic. Oh, that's better. Look. Hell yeah. That's much better. Very cool. Oh, that makes customizing it a lot easier. Okay, so we stick that one on there. Stick this one in here. 6-pin USB-C and that one there. Cool. All right. Let's stick you there. Now let's close her up. All right, so I've got a little air blower. While everything's all open up, I'm going to give it a little dust. I'll put links to everything, including this little guy, the case, the fans, the AIO, obviously. And like I say, if you're buying anything from Corsair's store, feel free to use code HERO. Will do, donkey. That will do. And then just because we're giving everything a clean anyway, we'll pop the front panel off. Really cool thing about the case is that you can just grab this air filter right here. Look at the state of that. This is a month since I did this. And voila, the new AIO is installed. Let's check her out, see what she looks like. Now, I did also promise you an unboxing of this bad boy. I'm definitely not being forced to do this before I get the parts because my girlfriend's sick of having a giant box in the front room, I swear. Ooh. It comes with a little accessory box. Probably going to be upside down, but you know what? Screw it. Oh. So again, this is the 4500X. Oh, she's a beauty. A beauty, I tell you. Look at her. I think those are the original RX fans as opposed to the 2s. Wait, hey. How do we take this thing off? Oh, that's clever. So you have to kind of shimmy it from the front, and it's got these little spiky connector dudes. There was a diagram right here that told you how to do it. Absolute moron. Oh no, I scratched the table. My missus is gonna kill me. Starting a production studio, we're gonna need either another machine for editors or just a separate machine for rendering projects. And I'm thinking of like a way to automate After Effects animations so that people can just type in their details and it makes it for them. Running our own models, our own little servers, like this is gonna be perfect. Now, ideally, I do want an all-white build, but I'm thinking I've got a spare AIO now, so I'm gonna probably install that temporarily. All right, radiator is mounted. Now, of course, we don't have anything else really besides the GPU itself. So I'm gonna see, we don't have a motherboard to mount this in, so we're just gonna have to stick that in there for now. But that is the start of our somewhat ghetto build. Eventually we'll make it look all nice and fancy, but to get it to a point where it's operational, we can start, you know, using this for LLMs, start utilizing this for tools for the website. Like, that's the goal here, is just to have this as a permanently on dedicated machine. We're getting there. It's a nice little starting position, and having 2 of the Titans is incredible. Now we just need to work out what to go for next. So I need to go and tidy up all this mess now, but thank you to Corsair once again for sending me out the iCUE Link Titan 2360. It's gorgeous, and I'm going to play around with the performance and see how it compares to the original. I've already got all my old benchmarks and things like that. But like I said, there's links to everything down below. Use code HERO to save a bit of money on ELGATO and Corsair stuff. And stay tuned if you want to be part of a channel and see how this build evolves and how we bring it into HVMPS, the media production studios that we're setting up, and how we utilize it for tools, for rendering animations, videos, all that fun stuff. I love your faces, you're amazingly beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one.